here in this video, I'm going to tell you why it doesn't make any sense to be an employee. If you're here in US, you're going to starve to death. So here I'm going to show you what is the average salary. So as you can see here, if you type on Google salary in US, the average salary, at least today, is about $60,000, and it's not that much. And another problem that you're going to have is that you cannot write off, expenses or anything like that. And I understand, if you're married and your wife is going to tell you, well, I want you to have a stable job and we have a stable income or anything. You don't want anything that is stable. So otherwise, tell her that she have to be on the same page, or otherwise you're going to be in trouble. Even if she works, it's going to be the same thing. It's better if she follows your lead, and then you're not going to have drama. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem for you and for your future, and you're not going to be able to progress. Yeah, you're going to work, you're going to be able to eat, but that's it. And if you have any issue, maybe you're going to be begging under the street, so under the bridge or someplace. So as you can see here, I made just a quick Excel file, so that way you see everything that you need to know, so that way you know in advance. For instance, let's say if you have internet, let's say 1 gig, $80, cell phone $60, and this is only for one person. So food $800, health insurance $400. And if you are an employee, yes, maybe you don't have to pay for this, but let's say that this is maybe a restaurant or maybe entertainment or something like that. So it will be easy if you get out with your family and you go to the restaurant, you're going to spend $400 just in one sitting if you go to a decent restaurant. Otherwise, if you go to a cheap one, maybe $200. So here we have, for instance, insurance for the car. If you have 2 cars, let's say, always I recommend you to have 2 cars, even if you are by yourself, because one breaks and then you can have the other one. And at least in my case, I have a cargo van and it's about 200, and if you have maybe another car, it will be another 400. It depends on the state that you are. Maybe you can spend maybe 300. The difference is not going to be that much. If you have to pay a rent for the house, it will be 1,500. Gas 40, electricity 200, water it could be 60, it could be 100. It depends on why the length of your showers, and trash service, property taxes. Okay, if you rent, usually you don't have to pay property taxes, but let's say, I don't know, you have to spend on some minimum repair for your car or anything like that, you have to save that. So gasoline, $200. That would be like kind of the minimum. So as you can see here, you are about $4,000. So you have 12 months, it will be $46,000. So almost $47,000 just for you. I mean, if you have a family, you're going to spend even more than that for sure. And this is what you're going to see. For instance, I'm going to show you here the taxes. Let's say if you are in an average salary of $60,000, like I said, you're going to be taxed at least $12,000. So if that is correct, you're going to be spending, let's say you have a salary $60,000, expenses, let's say 47,000, and then total $1,200. That is the remaining. If you have to pay taxes, is $1,200, and then you're going to have $160 just in free. So this is if you don't go out, you don't party, you don't do anything, and your car never breaks down, and everything is perfect. If you have any issue, you're going to have issues. So if the engine goes bad, or even a small repair. I mean, I took my car, for instance, for a repair, and it was like $700. Another time I took it again, it was like almost $1,000, and like that. You're not going to get something like $50, $100 just to fix anything. Just minimum repair, you can spend that very, very quickly. So that is why I don't recommend you to work for yourself. If you have pressure, if you're from your family, friends, spouse, or anything like that, you're going to suffer if you do that. Because if you work for yourself, you can earn like 3, 4, or 5 times more. You are going to have more free time, and you can manage, everything better in your life, and you don't have any pressure that you have to, be at a certain time every day, and that you have to, get paid just the same thing, and you can get fired at any time. So there is no job security or anything like that. So that is my recommendation. So that is why I don't recommend you to be an employee. And also something else most people don't know: job means just over broke. So your boss is not going to pay you, enough to be rich or anything like that. The only employees that can earn a lot are the CEOs of big companies, let's say Apple, maybe Facebook or something like that. But if you're just a regular guy, it's going to be very difficult, to reach that at the top of the company, or you will have to spend, 30, 50 years working in the same company. So that way, maybe you have a chance, to be in this high position. Otherwise, most people, they will never make it that way. Hopefully this video was useful. If you want to learn how to start your own business, go to my playlist. I have all my classes over there. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.